Welcome back to the Cable Data Science Channel. As you in the U.S. knows, this is January 20, 2021. This is Inauguration Day. Today, President Joe Biden was sworn in as the President of the United States. Tragically, Joe Biden is probably one of the most corrupt politicians of the last 100 years. If you look up the word "good old boy" in the dictionary, you'll see Joe Biden's picture right next to it. Joe Biden is a classic good old boy backroom politician. Smoke-filled rooms and 7-year-old brandy. Uh, of course, he used there's undisputable evidence that he used his position as vice president to get financial rewards from various countries in the former Eastern European countries. Okay, but anyway, before we get started, I do have one small request to ask you. And that's that you click on the share button and share this report with one person today, okay? That's all I'm asking, that you share this report with one person, okay? So let's go ahead and get this report, start running this report. So tragically, the U.S. currently has 24 million cases, 401,000 deaths. Joe's prediction is pretty good. Of course, Bush University basically said the same thing about February, okay? April 1st, okay? So here you can see here now. 401,772. By the way, uh, it's interesting that Joe Biden said, well, this is the most deaths from disease since World War II. Well, that also means that more people have died of heart attacks each year than died in World War II. That means that more people died of cancer a year than the total died during World War II, for U.S. deaths in World War II. So that's why what he said may have been true. Well, I'm sure it's disputed. The numbers of World War II deaths are probably disputed. And yet, there's no, now, okay, let's move on. You can verify the numbers for cancer and heart disease yourself and compare them to World War II numbers, okay? You can see here that the mortality rate in Ohio is starting to climb back up above 1.25%. A pretty steady climb right here, beginning maybe in December, all right? You can maybe see a slight trend downward here in cases. Well, not really, because here, this is probably a little better picture, okay? This is a 14-day moving average for cases. Deaths, this number doesn't particularly help us anymore. Same thing for deaths, okay? 14-day moving average. Weekly cases, well, the good news is weekly cases will almost certainly not catch these last. We could wind up with one of the, if these numbers are right, we could wind up with one of the lowest weekly case totals since what, in 10 weeks maybe. We're certainly not going to catch some of these numbers right here for cases. And what about deaths? Why all of a sudden are these deaths so low? Look at this. This is going to be an interesting week to see exactly what happened to this number here with 3 days to go. Now, if we take a look at monthly cases, unfortunately, there's a pretty good chance that January's cases will catch December's cases. And there's a pretty good chance that January's deaths will catch December's deaths, okay? So this concludes the report for the U.S. for today. Not particularly good news. The only good news is that this week's numbers will not catch last week's numbers. And also the mortality rate remains low. So before I let you go, I just want to one more time ask you to click on the share button and click on the link and share this video with one person today. That's all I'm asking. Not one today. Share this video with one person during the next 7 days. All right. Thanks so much for your time. I'll catch you in a later report.